Hello class and welcome to week 2 of Psych 617. As always, when you first enter in the shell, make sure that you check the announcement section. You're going to find out that I post a lot of announcements. It's my main means of communication with you, and sometimes I post these announcements ahead of time, so when that happens, you do not get an email. So it's always best when you enter the shell to always first check the announcements. Let's talk about week 2 now. When you get into the week 2 component of the shell, you're going to see the spotlight summary. Make sure that you listen to that to get your gears turning about what we're going to be reviewing and discussing this week. Next, you will find the welcome to week 2. If you click on the week at a glance right here, you'll be taken to this paper where you see a quote, the course learning objectives that we're going to be covering throughout the week, and then a graphic. So everything is in black, however, which means that nothing is graded. However, I do want to point out that you do need to post your initial discussion board posting. It says week 1 of 1. It's supposed to say week 1 of 2. It is due this Friday by midnight. So that is due this week, although the discussion board will not be graded until week number 3. Let's go back here so I can talk about that a little bit more. Here, this graphic, you'll see in the left-hand column those items that aren't graded but you need to work on, look at. So Chapter 3, Appendix B, and there's additional materials down here to review. Start working on your career autobiography and career genogram. This is due in week 5. You're going to notice in the ungraded work section, there's going to be some suggestions to start thinking about the future, about bigger assignments that are coming due. And what is graded or what do you need to work on this week? We have our 2-week discussion board. I'll talk about that in a moment. And your participation points. Now remember, for your participation points, I will submit these for you every week, and it is for timely submissions, so submitting things on time and quality work. In course materials, you'll find the PowerPoint for Chapter 3. Now let's look at the assignments folder. So as I noted, this is a 2-week board, and sometimes it gets a little bit confusing with it being a 2-week board. But that means you have 2 weeks to complete the material of the discussion board posting, and it requires a little bit more work, so we're giving you a little bit more time for that. So for this discussion board, you're going to see 7 different options. You are to pick one of those items from the list, and your initial response posting is due this week, week 2, Friday by midnight, okay? So again, pick one of these items, and it is due your initial posting to respond to one of these items Friday of week 2. Week 3 will be when you need to respond to at least 3 peers Sunday by midnight of week 3. So this week, week 2, is your initial posting week, and next week, week 3, is when you're responding to your peers, okay? So for your initial posting, you're going to choose one of these different bulleted points. The great thing about this kind of discussion board is that there's going to be so many resources, so much discussion, so much rich information shared, because you get to post a video, a peer-reviewed research study, create a PowerPoint, a podcast audio file, create a scenario, research career centers, or interview a career counselor. So you get to decide which thing you want to share with your classmate and then talk about and elaborate based upon the bulleted point. Again, that is due Friday by midnight. And then when you are responding next week, that's when you get to engage with other peers in the topics that they shared. So initial posting due this Friday by midnight for one of these activities. Down here, you're going to see the participation points rubric. Turn things in on time, create quality work, you'll get your 10 points. All right, let's go back to week 2. You will see then activities within this folder. This is a video and a couple of articles, some great materials here to supplement the readings as well. So that is it. Please reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I look forward to a great week 2 with you, and just keep up the great work. Thank you.